I think my single biggest criticism right now with e-bikes is I feel like they don't take rear vision into account. And I've talked a lot on my channel about how you want to be fully situational aware of everything around you. Obviously, in front of you, you're going to be looking in that direction. Left to right matters, obviously, but behind you is just important, particularly if you live in the city like I do and you're riding your bike either with or against traffic. It doesn't matter. Anywhere there's an intersection. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I'm constantly looking over my shoulder to make sure that no car is coming up trying to turn into me or around me. And I cannot tell you the number of times that being proactive in my safety has most likely led to me not getting hit or at the least making me feel a lot safer because I want to know where everybody is. I don't care if I do care if they know where I am, but I need to know where they are because I'm going to take preventative measures to make sure that I don't put myself in harm's way. So a quick search on eBay really doesn't show a ton when it comes to bike mirrors. And even if you look up extra long bike mirrors, unless your bike has holes on the side for you to mount your mirrors into, just like in your car, rear view mirror doesn't do you a whole lot of good if it's not looking behind you. Now, in a car, you obviously have the one over your head. You're not going to have their mirror on your bike. You got the two on the sides. Look how far out my hands are. They're off screen to get good visibility. So Segway doesn't do a very good job of this. As a matter of fact, Segway doesn't even sell any rear view mirrors for either of their e-bikes. Now, they do sell, interestingly enough, scooter mirrors. My wife's Aventon does sell mirrors because they have the holes on the side of the handlebars so you can have good visibility there. But unfortunately, safety seems to kind of be, at least vision safety seems to kind of be a passive thing in bikes that isn't really discovered. So I was very interested to see that Segway just unveiled, or began to unveil, I should say, their next project, which they're calling Mayan. Mayan is going to be their next generation e-bike. This kind of probably explains why I got such a phenomenal deal on my Safari. They're probably clearing out inventory, if I had to guess, for Black Friday. But this looks to be a much more traditional bicycle. There's a couple articles we'll look at in a second, but the big thing that Segway is teasing on this is look what's in the air. And obviously, doing a little bit of research and doing some reading around, the air is going to be this radar system on the back of the bike. So the best non-paywall article I can find actually comes from Web Pro News. I will post a link to this article in the description below if you would like to read it. While you're down there, please consider subscribing to the channel. It says Segway's upcoming Mayan bike, teased for CES 2026, merges vintage motorcycle aesthetics with advanced tech like rear-facing radar for detecting hazards and alerting riders. It offers 50 to 70 mile range and urban safety enhancements, and this positions Segway to redefine e-bike standards and personal mobility. So, of course, every new bike that's going to come out is going to have stuff. It's going to have a better suspension. It's going to have a bigger battery. It's going to have, I mean, that's just like kind of inherent, I think, every year. Just like to say, you know, the iPhone 13 versus iPhone 14. Yeah, you might get a little bit better camera. You might get a little better battery life. But what's like the big thing that's driving the build? And we see this every year in technology, right? Just things get faster, sleeker, better. But what's the big, like, why do we have to have this bike? What makes this bike stand out across from all other bikes, including Segway's Safari or Cyber? So I haven't seen any bikes yet that are doing anything with radar specifically, especially on the back end. What this article goes on to talk about is that Segway is teasing a radar system that could potentially be modular. In other words, you might be able to have one in the front or on the side or on the left. And that speaks a lot to me from a safety perspective, again, living in the city, wanting to see around me without having a mirror right now on my Segway, still trying to find a better solution for a good rear view mirror on a Segway. But, you know, the truth is not being able to see behind you matters a lot. So having a radar system akin to what Tesla does right now with their navigation system, where it kind of maps out things around you, would be huge. I mean, imagine riding down a sidewalk, coming to a cross street, and not having to do one of these to make sure a car wasn't about to turn into you, and being able to look down at a screen on your display and being able to see a car is coming, and then maybe turning around to look, or realizing you just want to stop or accelerate up or whatever. But just knowing it's there matters. I think that's a really interesting technology. Now, the reality is this technology isn't like cutting edge. And the article goes on to talk about this. It says rear-facing radar isn't entirely new. Brands like Garmin, which is what I was going to mention, has popularized this in cycling accessories, but embedding it directly into the bike is a step forward for integrated systems. Myon's radar could provide real-time alerts via vibrations or lights or app notifications, enhancing rider awareness without distracting them from what's in front of them on the road. This is particularly relevant in dense urban settings where cyclists often contend with fast-moving traffic. So again, this technology does exist. It's integrating it and putting it all together. And the reason I used the iPhone as an example before, the iPhone didn't do anything revolutionary, but it became revolutionary because it did so many things at once. It was a music player. It was a GPS. It was a next generation cell phone. It was an iPad or iPod. All these things in one, right? It's packing in features. You can get rear-facing radar now. You can go on Garmin's website and buy it. You bolt it on your bike. It looks ugly. It works. I mean, it does what it's intended. But if you want that sleek, integrated look, you don't want the Millennium Falcon like my e-scooter is, where it's just a hodgepodge of like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if? And I just keep throwing things at it to see how it looks. And like, yeah, these kickstand or these kind of highway pegs don't match the aesthetic of the bike. Who cares? Throw them on. Oh, I got a basket that holds a lot of storage space, but it doesn't look good. Who cares? Throw it on. Right? It does everything it's supposed to do. And I guess that in itself could be an aesthetic, that you have a bike that is just a hodgepodge of pieces, but nothing that's sleek and stylish. So if you could take a bike as beautiful as a Segway bike and you could integrate all of these cool features into it, and you could have a nice, sleek, compact package, and then on top of that, be able to add in enhanced safety features, I think that's really, really impressive. So I'll be watching this with, very interesting to see how this works out. One thing to point out as I wrap up this video, as we enter into this like mobility race of not just the bikes that are bikes, but more like land vehicles that have features like blinkers and a advanced cockpit that has different features like built-in maps and integration into your phone and different tools to make the ride more comfortable. The big rival, I would say, to Segway right now, or at least one of the most forward-facing technology companies right now, has to be also the Rivian spin-off brand with they're also the TMB. That doesn't even have radar on it, which just goes to show that a lot of these bikes are still, to me, lacking in some safety features that I think are important. I mean, I think this industry has blown up massively. I remember hearing a lot of people talk about bike riding during COVID. It wasn't e-bike riding, it was just bicycle riding. But e-bikes have really blown up in the last 2 or 3 years. And it's interesting to see so much emphasis put on speed and acceleration and battery life, but missing out on what I would consider pretty prominent safety features like brake lights and blinkers and rear-facing radar. So hopefully this trend, hopefully Myon maybe opens that door. And while it's a unique hot selling feature for the 2026 Segway line, maybe in a year or two, we start to see other brands jump in on this action and say, yeah, you know what? That is really cool. That is important. And maybe the technology and the price point come down significantly enough that this could be a much more standard feature in bikes. We can get away from mirrors. So we could just use technology that's integrated and looks good. And what's keeping us from not even having this technology facing the front of the bike? I don't know. Obviously, it'd have to be tuned. I don't need the bike constantly chirping and beeping at me as I'm riding down a road towards a parked car. Like, yeah, I see it. I'm going to go around it. But the point is, there are refinements that can be made with this, and I think it's interesting, and I applaud Segway for what they're doing. We'll see if it's cool or not, or it just turns out to be a gimmick that's dropped. This wouldn't be the first time we've seen some crazy technology come out that, we've invented a solution for a problem that no one has. But for me personally, for somebody who has been doing some pretty long rides on my Segway, especially in urban environment, a mirror would be greatly appreciated, but a radar would be even better. So we'll see. I'll let you know. Looks like I am not going to get to go to CES this year. I am very, very heartbroken by this. I'm still trying to find a way to go. And if I can, Segway will be definitely one of my stops because I want to see this technology in person and I want to understand it. And the idea of modularity really, really intrigues me. I obviously don't expect or think that they would do anything to retrofit the Cyber or the Safari, obviously. But the idea of better and cleaner and cheaper and prettier integrated radar definitely does intrigue me. And it gives me hope that maybe this even kickstarts companies like Garmin to make a more sleek and elegant solution than what they have now. Time will tell. All right, guys, that wraps up today's video. Thanks for watching. We'll be back again with more e-bike news soonish. But for now, go check out the playlist. I got a lot of other good stuff on there. You can watch my long form review of the Segway Safari. Coming up very, very soon. Finally have an unboxing video of my wife's Aventon. I'm very excited. We should get it tomorrow. And I got some ride-alongs coming up too. So stay tuned for all that. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. And I'll see you next time. Bye.